Hi, this is Stacy from Lily Bean Crafts by Stacy. Welcome back. Glad you're here to see another tutorial, and if it's your first time, thanks for stopping by. Today we're making a galaxy tumbler, and I started with a prepped 20-ounce skinny tumbler. I went ahead and sprayed it with a black matte spray paint, and then once that dried, I went back with just a regular flat white spray paint and sprayed a couple of different spots, some really quick bursts, but then I held the tumbler back so that I could get some of the overspray on there. I'm going to start off by going in and dabbing some alcohol inks on here and some Lumiere metallic acrylic paints that I got from Amazon. I'll go ahead and link that below. Going in with a coffee filter and some extra alcohol. I'm going to add just a drop of the alcohol inks, and then I'm going to go in with the alcohol and kind of dab it around and move it so that it gives that galaxy look to the tumbler. Also add the metallic acrylic paints because that just gives extra dimension to it. This is a really easy design and it's really stunning when it's done, and I wanted to show you how I did it. First saw this technique from Vanessa Davis with VMD Designs. She is the master of adding dimension and bringing all tumblers to life, and I'll go ahead and link her information below. Here's where I'm going to go in with the next step in the layering process. I'm going to start off with 10 mLs of a fast set epoxy. When I mix this epoxy, I did make a little bit of extra because I'm going to be adding a micro fine glitter to some of the extra epoxy. Adding Grace from Chase Ray Creations, which is a microfine glitter. And I'm also going to go ahead and add Hypnotic to the purple spots. Taro, which is a beautiful, like, shifty pink color, I'm going to add that to where it's pink. And then Pacific, I'm going to add to, like, the bluish aqua colors, and those are all from Chase Ray Creations. This is where I'm adding the extra epoxy with the Grace microfine glitter in there, and it gives the most amazing shine. Also going to add a little bit of Galadriel from Peachy Olive Glitters. It's like a silver holographic color shift that just went perfectly with this tumbler. That first layer of epoxy dried, after 3 hours, I went in with another coat of just regular fast set epoxy to cover all the glitter work we did. That epoxy dried, I'm going to go ahead and go back in with the alcohol inks again. This is where you really start to see the dimension. Now I'm going to be covering up the glitter that I just applied, but it's translucent so you can still see through it, and that's where you really see the sparkle. I'm going to go in with another 10 mLs of my fast set epoxy and let this dry for 3 hours. At this point that you could easily just do one more final coat of epoxy and call it done because it's gorgeous. But the person that ordered this asked me to make her an Aquarius tumbler. So I went in and I found some Aquarius symbols for her. I found all the horoscope images on Google. The silver holographic vinyl on this, and I'll go ahead and link that down below. I like to do when adding small letters is save all the little spots that need to be weeded for once it's already on the cup. It just works a lot better for me and I don't get as frustrated. with a light coat of polyacrylic gloss, and this is just going to protect and prevent any bubbles from forming underneath this holographic vinyl. After I apply it, I'll let it dry for about 30 minutes before I put on my next coat of epoxy. And here I am going in with my final coat of fast set epoxy. I did about 10 mLs. I'm gonna let this spin for about 3 hours, and then once it's dry, I'm gonna take it off of the spinner and I'm gonna sand it down really good. Be very, very careful sanding over the holographic because you can scratch it if you're too rough with it. But I just wanted to make sure that I got all the edges smooth. And then I went in with 10 mLs of Flynn Sisters epoxy for the final coat, and that takes about 8 to 10 hours to dry. The final product. Like I said, this is a pretty easy tumbler to make, and it is just stunning when it's done. Thank you so much for watching my tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this one. I enjoyed making it. If you haven't yet, please hit that like and subscribe button, and please feel free to check out my social media. It'll be linked in the description below. Thank you so much. Everybody have a really great night.